Hello. If there's anybody there besides me, don't think there is at the moment. I've, t- I've tilted it upwards so you can see my sparkling lights. Hi, Nathan. I was just going to start singing All Alone Am I. And then you came in. Oh, I've got a black blob on my eye makeup. Don't know what happened there. How am I doing? Well, I've got backache today. It's the flipping dog's fault. Sleeping with the dogs is not conducive to my health. The little one takes up half the bed and she riddles about, snores, keeps me awake. So, I'm just not feeling it at all. And it's only the first day. Hi, Esther. It wasn't too bad today, actually, Esther. It wasn't raining. My son just told me it's 21 degrees in Spain. And do I want to move there? Are you sure you don't want to move there, Mother? No. I'd like go down a little bit. I'd like a holiday home, but I don't think I'd like to live there permanently. I'd be more worried about health issues, and stuff like that. Would you be able to get the same kind of healthcare that you get over here? And even if you do, would you have to pay for it? Stuff like that would worry me. I mean, they're younger and healthier, so... Oh, me big clunks. Do you know, I've had this since I worked... I worked in Royton and used to have a market. And there was a lady there who used to do jewellery. And I used to buy a new necklace nearly every week. See, my love of jewellery was going way back then. What on earth have I got on my eye? Got a big black blob on my eye for some strange reason. That's a bit better. I don't know what happened there. I was just getting a blob off my eye, June. My eye makeup must have decided to run. Hiya, June. Hi, everybody. Oh, dear. Yeah, the dogs had me up at, I think it was about 6:30, 7:15, and I was not amused. I am not a morning person. I did try to persuade them to go. I can't find the end of me wool. I did try to persuade them to go back to sleep, but they weren't having any of it. I fed them, let them out and all that jazz. I've let Trixie out so many times today and she's just gone and piddled. Is that a donut on my desk? Where? Oh, no. It's a puff pastry mince pie. It's my treat for later. You're not supposed to see that, Nathan. You're not supposed to see it. Right, what size am I doing? Oh, God. Glasses, Janet, glasses. Oh. It's not nice because my blood sugar's up the wall today, so I shouldn't be having anything. Right, what size am I going to do? Right, 22 to 20. She's a 22 chest. 22 comes out at 26. Do I really want to do it that big? Well, I suppose she'll grow into it, won't she? 71 stitches. Excuse me. I'm a real rat bag when I don't get enough sleep. I really am ratty. I'm like, what do you want? First thing this morning. I really am not the most pleasant person. Hi, Munchkin. I have ordered a thing for me, Addy. I don't know whether it would be any use or not. I ordered it off eBay. I watched a lady, the ones of you who know about these Addy machines and that. I got my Addy out the other day and would it knit? No, it wouldn't. It was just skipping and messing about and giving me grief. So I put it back in its box. Anyway, I was watching Cheryl Cam Cab and she made a video. First time she made a video in forever and a day, but you know, we're not knocking it. She made a video and she was showing this gadget that she got to put on her Addy machine to get the tension right on a yarn, because that was what's happening with mine. One was bunching up, it wasn't, and it's skipping. And so I ordered one off Etsy. It was £8. Put it in my basket. By the time it got to the checkout, it was £27.16. I thought, £16 to post a little bit of plastic that was hardly bigger than a credit card. When it arrives, I'll show you. And I couldn't believe £16 postage. So obviously I took it out of my basket again. Anyway, Munchkin kindly told me that they were selling them on, well, she said Amazon, and I looked on eBay. Anyway, I managed to get one on eBay. There was a cheaper one, but it was coming from China. So I thought, no, I'll pay a bit more and I'll get one that's coming from the UK. Yeah. So I'll show it to you. It's about that big when it arrives, yeah. Where have I got dirty fingers? Where the heck? Oh, I know I've been putting coal on. Oh, dear. So, hi, Munchkin. Hi, Connie. Yeah, so I had to go out today. I had to go to the post office. Somebody bought some of the little outfits for my doll. They didn't want the dolls, but I just sold the outfits. Somebody else inquired about some hats and fingerless mittens, but she didn't come back to me. So I'm afraid now she's going to have to wait, because I'm not going up to the post office again, leaving the dogs. I took a chance today because I needed to go out for some bread. So I took a chance and left the dogs today. They were good while I was gone, I think, although I don't know if they were barking because I was away, wasn't I? Yeah, they were barking at next door, but that's not fresh. They're very barky. And they're going to be going spare by the end of the week because I can't take them out. And we haven't got a dog walker. We couldn't get one. Couldn't get a dog walker for them. Not that anybody'd want to walk our Rosie. She's a liability. Still. So what have you all been up to? What have you all been doing? Oh, come on. I've got 19 people and only 8 thumbs up. Come on. Come on, come on, come on, come on. I have to keep reminding you. Every week I have to remind you. Hey. Well, yeah. I put a photograph of myself and I said, I'm in my birthday month and I'll be 78 on the 25th. And everybody's wished me happy birthday. And come to the conclusion, nobody actually reads what I write. So I've had all my happy birthdays early. I'm not 78 until the 25th, yeah. The family will be back for that, so I don't know what they've got planned, if anything. 2.6 likes. Is that today or whatever? Hi, Shad. My necklace is a very elderly one that I bought from Royton Market about 25 years ago. It's like metal washers or whatever they are, and big marbles. Yeah, maybe I have 2.6 likes for my videos. Yeah. Yeah, your sister's got the same one. Yeah. Somebody else shares my, I think you told me last year and I've already forgot. Somebody else famous shares my birthday. I used to think it was Tina Turner, but then I found out she's on a slightly different day. She's either one day in front or one day behind, yeah. So I don't think I share it with anybody famous. Let me count my stitches. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16, 18, 20, 22, 24, 26, 28, 30, 6, 38, 40, 42, 52, 54, 56, 58, 60, 62, 64, 66. Almost there. 66. Wasn't bad, was it, for a guess? 67, 68, 69, 70, 71. Why do you have an odd number when you're going to work it in knit one, purl one, rib? For 12 rows, but increase 1 stitch at the end of your last row. Why don't they just tell me to cast on 72 in the first place? Hi, Tinkerbella Rose. That annoys me, that. Knit one, purl one, rib. So obviously you would prefer to have an even number of stitches, wouldn't you? And they tell me to cast on 71, increasing in the last stitch of the last row to 72. Whatever, I will do as I'm told, which is unusual for me, because I don't always follow a pattern, as you know. Cheers, everybody. I've got my little Hello Kitty mug today. Hi, Amanda. So what you all been up to? I've not been up to a lot, really. I can't believe it's a week since we did the craft fair. Can't believe it. But it is. My bedroom extension it's been painted. That's about it now. But at the moment, it's empty, apart from it's got me washing in there drying. But it won't get anything done now until they come back from Spain. And it's 21 degrees in Spain, by the way. But it's not been that bad here today. I have got the fire glowing and the little one's laid in front of it. She is a nightmare to sleep with, that little one. A nightmare. Every time I look after her, I swear never again. Oh, you're crocheting a baby blanket. Well, I'm knitting a little cardigan for a little one. She's 3, I think. I thought I'll do a bit of knitting. Bruno from Strictly. Oh, I say. I bet he's highly thrilled to be sharing his birthday with me. Oh, dear. Now, the little one, she's got an obsessive habit of licking her paw before she goes to sleep. So you lay there trying to get to sleep and all you can hear is slurp, slurp, slurp. And you go, don't do that. Don't, you know. But she's a noisy so-and-so. And then she wakes you up by licking all round your neck and your ears and, it's icky. I don't want to be licked all round my neck to wake me up. So you have to get up, otherwise, you know. So I was not best pleased because I didn't get to sleep until about 2 o'clock. When I get up at 6:45, it's not enough hours. Oh, you get that as well, dear Nathan. They're pains in the neck, aren't they? I'll be so... I mean, they're not coming back till next Friday, so... At least they'll be warm. Oh, she licks her paws as well. Yeah. Why do they do that? It's obsessive, isn't it? You know what I mean? Like, you've cleaned your paws. They're clean enough now. Come on, let's stop. Let's go to sleep. You wouldn't mind... Oh, it's annoying. It's really annoying, Shad. When somebody's going slurp, 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 and she comes up near your face, you know, so it's in your ear hole. And you try and shove her down the bottom of the bed, and then she comes back up again. She likes to be with you, you know, up here. And, oh, We've tried putting all that stuff on, you know, that's supposed to stop them licking their paws, but nah. She just licks that off and then licks her paws. Ooh, she's very annoying. Oh dear. You have to put a cone on her. Yeah, we could do with a cone on her. Except she'd probably nut me on the head with a cone, wouldn't she? I mean, they love her. Oh, God, yeah. She is not my favourite dog. Now, Rosie's my little love. She's asleep on my bed at the moment. She's gone in there because it's quiet, yeah. Rosie is my little love. Oh, shush, phone. Nobody ever messages me unless I come on and make a video. As soon as I make a video, it's like diddly-doo, diddly-doo, diddly-doo. God, you can tell I did put a bit of makeup on. You can tell I'm tired. I've got bags. Bags on me bags. I tried that touchy clat, is it called? You know, that, you know, whatever it is, supposed to get black circles, but it doesn't work on wrinkles. Oh, makeup artists, you know, you see these videos, don't you? And they go, da, 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 and all the black circles disappear. When I try it, it just settles in my wrinkles, yeah. Oh, well, what do you expect at my time of life, yeah. My niece rang me up. She said, what do you want for your birthday? I said, oh, don't bother. I said, I don't buy you. So I said, don't be putting yourself out to buy me. When you get my age, you've got enough smellies, you've got enough everything. The only things I actually need, I'll have to buy myself, like I need some new undies. Well, I mean, you've got to be measured for that, haven't you? Well, you know, your upper crust ones, yeah? You've got to be measured, so you can't ask anybody to buy those for you. So I don't know where I'll go here. I used to know a couple of really good bra shops when I was in Manchester, where you could go and get measured. Because I've lost so much weight, I don't know what size I am now, yeah. Oh, I'd probably put it in my eyes, Munchkin, yeah. It'd probably go in my eyes. I mean, my eyes are a bit dodgy anyway. But it's like little creases, you know. I suppose it's age, isn't it? Yeah. You know that like button? Well, the like, yeah, the like button. Yeah, some people do press the like button, Shad. Thank goodness they've disconnected the dislike button. Because people, I don't mind being disliked when people have watched my video, but somebody, there was about 2 or 3 people, used to press the dislike button as soon as my video started. Yeah? They didn't even wait for me to say something that they didn't like. It was like, oh, she's made a video, dislike. And it used to bug me no end, that. I used to think, well, at least watch the video before you put dislike on. Anyway, they've disconnected it now. You can't do it anymore. Yay! So that means I am liked, but I'm not disliked. Yeah. I can't knit with my mittens on. Somebody said, are they the Halloween mittens? I went, no, I've had them ages. I put them on because my hands were cold, so I'm going to have to take them off because I can't knit with them on. Oh, stay where you are. Da, da, da. I could have done that. Da, 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 da. Couldn't I took them off? But hey, oh, I didn't know. I've took them off now. Could have played the music. Oh, do you know, I really miss having music. I've been playing music all, well, this weekend since they've been gone. I've been playing reggae and ska. And then I went on to, who did I go on to after that? Oh, I forgot. And I finished up with Sia. What else? Oh, Blackstreet, yeah. You are my fire. Oh, I love them. I don't know whether they're still together. I think they are. You like my sweater? It's quite an elderly one. And in actual fact, I'll let you all into a secret. I put my button band on the wrong side. I come to sew it up and sew the buttons on, and I thought, oh, I'm not taking it apart. So it buttons on the boy's side. Silly me. I don't know why I did that. Yeah, my flower light's on. I plugged it in today because I know you all like it. Chris especially, he likes it if he's here. He is in the process of moving, so I don't know whether he has moved or not. Hi, Melly. How you doing? I finished one row. I finished one row. Oh, I hope I haven't gone wrong because I finished up with a purl stitch and I should have finished up with a knit. Oh, please don't tell me I've gone wrong. I'll find out on the way back. Right. Got my little frog. It's not a frog. I just think it looks like a frog. To me, it reminds me of a little frog. I don't know why. It's a little row counter. Hi, Ethan. Hi, Yolanda. So I always call it a frog. Yeah. Have I heard from Trev? Not since he came on the other week. He did come on. I don't know whether you missed him, Shad. But he did pop on the other week. And Rob popped on last week as well. UK medic, Rob popped on. We haven't heard from him for a while, have we? So Trev usually deigns us with a royal visit about every now and again. You know, we get honoured with a visit from Trev every now and again. I hope I haven't gone wrong on this knit one purl one row. Because if I had an odd number of stitches, I should have finished up with a knit stitch, and I didn't. Finished up with a purl. So I am hoping I didn't go wrong somewhere. And I have to tink it all back again. Ooh. Especially when you've only done two, you know, you're only on your second row. Yeah, I'm knitting for a change, by the way, knitting. Just thought I'd have a little change. I'm waiting for some wool to arrive yet. Oh, gosh, got adverts already. Sorry about this. I have got nothing to do with these adverts. YouTube just puts them on. I have ordered some wool, not for me, before you get all up in arms. It's actually for my daughter-in-law. I can say it because she's not here. It's to make a crochet jacket. She's seen one that she liked. She doesn't know I'm making it for her. Well, her favourite colour is purple. Surprise, surprise, like mine. No, actually, her favourite colour is red. But the style of the jacket that I'm making, I thought it would be better either in black or in red. But as I'm giving her a black one for her birthday, she saw it. You've not seen it because I didn't show it you. But I made it and then it was a bit small on me. So it's going to be given to her. I've not worn it, so I'm giving it her for her birthday. And I found a gorgeous, really sort of punky gothic kind of pattern. It's by a lady called Earth Tricks on Etsy. She does these fantastic things, but her patterns are £11, some of her patterns. I mean, hey ho, I know they're nice patterns, but blimey. It's rather a lot, isn't it? 11 quid to pay for a pattern. Anyway, fortunately, I'd already bought it when it wasn't that much money. I swear I never paid £11 for it, yeah? So I found I already had it. Well, not actually the one I want, but it's very much like the one I want, so I can adapt. Yeah. Hiya, Lizzie. Hi, Greek Stitcher, Lizzie. Hello, hello. Well, so far I've not found a mistake in my ribbing, so I must have an even number of stitches on for some reason or another. Still, I thought I'd put 71 on, but I must have put 72 or 70, one way or another. Gonna get you, gonna get you, get you, get you, get you. Oh, I was listening to, like I said, reggae and ska, a group called the Jewelers. Not jewelers as in fighting with swords, jewelers as in two jewelers. They're actually not together, but the group's still there. One of the brothers is still singing, but the other one sings on his own now. But they used to busk in London all over the place. But now they're a bit more legit now, yeah. They actually play in places, you know. Let me count my stitches, because it's worked out right, my ribbing, which it shouldn't do if I had an uneven number of stitches. So I must have put an even number of stitches on, which is strange. Hello, Greek to you, yes. I want to go back to... I'll never make it to Skiathos because it's too hilly and it's too bumpy. But I do love Skiathos. I would go back in a heartbeat if I could walk. You know, the back of my hips are hurting today, but that's the dog's fault. I couldn't get comfy in bed. And if I can't get comfy in bed, I hurt the day after. I hope I'm not going to hurt all bloody week. Oh, sorry for swearing. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16, 18, 24, 26, 28, 30, 34, 36, 38, 40, 42, 44, 46, 48, 50, 52, 54, 58, 60, 62, 64, 66, 68. Yeah, I've got 72. You've got to take the dinner out the oven. What we're having tonight then? What you made for us, Melly? We'll all go round to Melly's. She's made dinner for us all. I actually made myself a stew. Yeah. It killed. There's nowhere to sit in my kitchen. Well, not my kitchen, our kitchen. Nowhere to sit. So I had to stand up while I peeled potatoes and chopped up carrots. Oh, gosh, it killed my back. I used to have a little perching stool in my own kitchen. But I mean, I must admit here, I don't do a lot of preparation here. But by the time I'd done the carrots, the onions, the potatoes and that to put in for a stew, my back was killing me. There's just nowhere to lean and nowhere to perch, you know. I was even considering going to get one of the dining chairs out the dining room because I was that. And I kept thinking, no, don't be silly, don't be silly. Yeah, but old age comes to us all. Mine's coming a bit faster than what I wanted it to do. Ugh. My mother used to say every age has got its compensations, but then she added she was still looking for one for old age, yeah. I could, well, apart from having to get up for a bathroom trip, I could willingly sleep about 12 hours, yeah, and I have done. But I might have to get up in the middle of that, yeah. And, and have a break. Fortunately, my bedroom is right next door to the bathroom, so it's not exactly too much of a trek. I have trouble getting to sleep again once I've got up. If I have to get up for a bathroom break in the middle of the night, I do have trouble nodding off again, yeah. And this morning I was determined to have another hour after the dogs had got me up, but could I go back to sleep? No. We have wisdom, yeah, but what do we do with it? I think my wisdom's deserting me. I dream every night, and if I think about it, I can remember it when I wake up. But most days I forget, yeah. I used to keep a pad by my bedside table to write my dreams down. But my bedside table's about 2 inches square here, so I haven't got room to keep a pad and paper. Oh dear. I also used to have all my best designing ideas, for crochet. I used to think of some wonderful things while I was dropping off to sleep, yeah. And of course, by the following morning, I'd forgotten what they were, yeah. Oh, this phone, why is it beeping at me? It'll be something and nothing, honestly. It'll be nobody and nothing. I don't know why I bother looking, but I'm nosy. Ah, my friend just giving me a thumbs up. Lizzie sent me a message. Oh, she liked a message. Sorry, Lizzie. Yeah. Foxes afloat. They're not afloat anymore, actually. They're in the Highlands of Scotland keeping bees now and hens and everything. But I used to watch them when they were afloat in a narrowboat, a bit like Trev. I'm not a popular lady, Lizzie. Nobody ever phones me. Well, my niece did phone me. She's the first one who's phoned me. But I just get silly messages. Well, I don't say silly messages because some of them are from people that I like, but a lot of them are stupid messages. And you're thinking, I get messages where people say hello. And I'm like, why did you just send me a message saying hello? No, they're still looking, my niece. She's not in a rush because they've had a couple of people looking at her house, but no kind of takers. But she's not too fussed really because they don't have anywhere to go. So she actually doesn't really want to sell her house too quickly. They're still looking around. They found some that they quite like, but nothing that's actually, grabbed them. That's the one we want, yeah. But I suppose you've got to have an offer on your own house first before you can really seriously go looking for a house. I mean, mine went in a bit of a rush, so I was like going to be homeless, if you know what I mean. I had to find a new home quick because the couple that was wanting to move in my house wanted to move in because they were in rented accommodation. So I was kind of like almost homeless. And my son and my daughter-in-law were saying, oh, you can move in with us for the time being, but they lived in such a small house. I thought, God, I'd never fit in. So fortunately we found, well, this was sort of like a compromise. It wasn't really the best house, but we looked at so many duff ones that this one was like a ray of sunshine in the rain, if you know what I mean. But then we found out there was so much to do with this. It was such a bad state. Why have I just pressed? Oh, yeah, I have done 3. I've pressed 4 and I should have pressed 3. Oh, told you I'm tired. I'm not with it tonight. I'm just not with it because I'm tired. If I nod off, can he go and make a noise? If anybody's got my number, can they ring me if I fall asleep? Oh, dear. Yeah, my son was asking me, did I want to go and live in Spain? I'm like, no. Holiday home. If I win the lottery, holiday home in Spain. I don't know about Spain. I think I'd rather go some other place. I'm not actually mad about Spain. All the Brits always want to go to Spain, don't they? Benidorm crazy, you know. I'd rather go a different place. I don't know quite where, but I suppose Spain's easy if you go on a weekend, if you've got a holiday home, because it only takes you about an hour to fly there, doesn't it? So, but I'll never win the lottery, so I won't be going anywhere. So I'll still be here boring you all to death. Oh dear. Dee 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 dee. Let the fire burn. France, I'm not that keen on the French. I've only been a couple of times and I found them could be. I don't know about southern France, but Paris and that, they're quite rude actually. I don't fancy that. South of France, I might like. You know, I watched Michel Roux, is he called, where he lives in the south of France. You know, more like the Provence area and places like that. But I wouldn't want to live anywhere near Paris. But you know me, I'd like to live in Greece. You come away from Greece, don't you? You want to live in England, and I want to live in Greece. I sort of like the Greek way of life, yeah. They're very laid back, yeah. Everything's like tomorrow, isn't it? Yeah, Brittany, maybe, yeah. It'll never happen anyway. Hey, Val, are you enjoying your holiday, love? Or are you back already? No, you're not back already. You must still be there. It's Val, by the way, Munchkin. She just uses her husband's pseudonym. Oh, you're back already? Did Alice enjoy her holiday? One of our little old ladies that comes to knit club with us. She's 92, I think. Val found out by accident that she was on the same coach trip. So I don't know whether she enjoyed herself, yeah. She's great fun, though. To say she's 92, she's... Oh, you've not been. You got another week before you go with Alice, yeah. I think you confused Alice totally when you were talking about Christmas Eve, Christmas Day, New Year's Day. She says to her, have you got a Christmas jumper? Because we'll be doing Christmas Eve, Christmas Day, and New Year's Day. And Alice is like, it's not Christmas yet. And Val's saying, yeah, but it's a tinsel and turkey trip. So they make it like as if it is Christmas, yeah. I've got to start thinking about my secret Santa present for one of the girls, yeah. I need to think. I have no ideas. None at all. I never do. I'm a poor present buyer. Some people can buy the exact present, can't they, that you really want, or that person really wants, and they get it right, don't they? I am not that person. I'm one that stands there scratching my head thinking, I wonder if they'd like this. Wonder if they'd like that. I am a terrible present buyer. I'll have to start thinking about it very soon now. I've not got many to buy for this year. I've stopped them off. I think I told you I've stopped buying for presents for people now. When you're on a fixed income, it's very difficult when you've got a huge family, you know. You have to draw the line somewhere and say, look, whoa, you know. No can do. It's either buying everybody a present from Poundland or not bothering, isn't it? Yeah. So I've gone along the route of don't buy anything. Hi, XQ. How much have we got to spend on Secret Santa? I think it's up to 15. I think. I can't remember. I'm there and I'm listening, and it sort of goes in one ear and out the other. I think we have up to 15 to spend. It is 15, is it, Val? Yeah. I'll have to put my thinking cap on. Hey. Scratch tickets as gifts. Some have been lucky, yeah. I win lucky dips, but then my lucky dips don't win anything. I didn't even win a lucky dip this week, though. I was quite deflated. No lucky dip for me. Sue always comes up with some really good presents, and she says she's already got hers, but yet she didn't know who she was going to choose. I mean, Sonia got me a gorgeous present. Was it last year or the year before? The scarf and the earmuffs. I love those earmuffs. I wear them all the time. It doesn't wreck your hair, you know, like a hat does. They're like just big fur earmuffs on a band. And I wear them all the time on my scooter. Mind you, when it gets winter time, I might have to wear a proper hat, but I don't know what I'm going to get for anybody. Oh dear. Because with it being a knit and crochet group, you can't give them anything you've handmade, really, because it's just not. It's kind of, they could make it themselves, you know, so you don't like making them anything because you think, maybe they think I'm a cheapskate because they can make it themselves, yeah. I don't know. And then I got them some yarn. You're going to the Great Smoky Mountains, woo, to stay in a log cabin with the black bears. Oh, I hope they don't eat you up. There's not a lot of you, Shad, you know. You're not going to have much meat on your bones if they get you. Yeah. I don't think I've ever fancied. I quite like one of those tiny houses, but only ever had two tiny houses. One to put all my crafting stuff in and one to actually live in, yeah? If I had a little tiny house with a massive, great sort of workroom attached to the side of it, I'd be all right. I could quite happily live in a tiny house apart from that. But it'd have to be linked up to the mains, yeah. Hi, Bellwether. It's cold in Toronto, dear. I can't complain, actually. It's not been too bad here today. It does say it's 2 degrees C at the moment, but that's probably because it's dropped colder. It was trying to be sunny this afternoon when I went out on my scooter. I actually didn't have my gloves on. which is rare. Yeah, I actually did not have my gloves on. I only went to the post office, but it is quite a drag up to the post office. So I hope I don't have to go again this week. I hope if that lady is going to buy anything from me, that she'll wait while next week for me to go to the post office again. The road is, oh, thank you. The road is very rough and ready going up to the post office. It's a bit like, yeah. And I don't like leaving the dogs too long on their own. If she does get in touch and if she does pay me, then I suppose I'll have to go to the post office. But I was hoping to make one trip with the 2 parcels, but she's not been in touch, so maybe she's changed her mind. Maybe she doesn't want the hats after all. People do. They make inquiries, and then if you tell them the price, and then you don't hear from them again. Yeah, I've sort of stopped thinking about selling anything. I'll maybe have more thoughts in the new year. As I said before, I'm not into the business anymore. I don't want to take orders or anything. I just want to sell some of the stuff I've already got. But I'm not bothered about it now between now and Christmas. It's not the right time. I might even de-stash again, but I'll do that in the new year. I think people are just thinking about Christmas presents at the minute, and they're not thinking about buying anything else. So we shall see what we shall see. I might be busy in the new year anyway, painting that doll's house. Oh, I've got a video, an ad coming up again. I'll be painting my doll's house, and I've got to wallpaper and make some curtains and different things for that. And then also, when I get my sewing machine in my annex bit, I'll be busy sewing hems on everything I'm tripping over. All my dresses are too long. And all my trousers are too long. So I should be dashing away on my sewing machine. My Auntie Janie used to sing that song, dashing away on the sewing machine. So that's where I'll be, in my annex, painting my dolly's house and sewing on my machine. So thinking about other things will get put on the back burner. I'm not going to get stressed about it anymore. I've decided it's not worth stressing. I'm not doing craft fairs anymore because I find it very, very stressful. Dragging all your stuff there, putting it all out, laying it all out, trying to make it look nice, and then you don't sell anything. So, or if you do sell anything, you don't make your stole money back, and I find it very disheartening. And I don't want to put myself in the position of feeling a failure, you know. I'm shrinking too. I've lost at least an inch, probably 2 inches. This is why I'm treading on the bottom of all my trousers. I go out in my trousers and they're wringing wet through, you know, when it's raining, because they're trailing on the floor. I'm walking on the back of them. And I swear they fitted me last year. But of course, I haven't worn my winter trousers, you know, like, oh, hi, Lily. Hi. I'm so beautiful. I don't think so. I might have been once upon a time. It's going to be 2.22. It's already 2 degrees here. Shall I beat you? It's 2 degrees C here at the moment. It isn't in the house, of course, because I've got the fire lit. Maybe I've got beautiful insides, Yolanda. Because I like to think I'm a nice person, but, you know, can't judge myself, can I? Well, it sounds big-headed when you say that, don't you? But I do try to be a nice person. I mean, I do have my minutes, like everybody else. But by and large, I try to treat other people the way I would like to be treated. That's my mantra. If somebody really, really annoys me, I kind of like swallow it back and think, they're just maybe having a bad day. It takes a lot for me to get really riled up about somebody. They have to really put my nose out of joint, as we say. Most things, I just let them roll off me. It'll probably be family, Lily. Not particularly my family, but my son's family. Yeah, as I've got older, I've got less stressed about things. There's no point in getting yourself all of a tiz-was about things because it doesn't do you any good. It just raises your blood pressure up, doesn't it? And you're better off just kind of walking away from things, situations. That's what I am. I'm not a confrontational person. If somebody says something or does something or whatever, I tend to just walk away from it. I mean, people say to me, "Oh, did you hear what such a body said about you on the internet?" And I'm like, I didn't hear it. They didn't say it to my face, so I'm not going to do anything about it. No. I mean, as long as it's not wildly slanderous or something. Really terrible. But people are entitled to their opinion. Not everybody likes me. People don't like you. It's the way of the world, isn't it? Not everybody loves you. It's just you'll always find some people who, you really get up their nose. And I probably do that with quite a few people, but it's just the way of the world, isn't it? I don't stress about it anymore. I don't think, oh, I've got to make it right, or, oh, I've got to apologise or whatever. I will apologise if I am in the wrong, but if I don't think I'm in the wrong, no way, I'm not going challenging people saying, what did you say that about me for? When I haven't even heard them say it, it's hearsay. Somebody else has told me that somebody else has said this about me. I'm not going there. No. No, we shouldn't, Shad. Life's too short to get wound up about anything. But there are a lot of people on here, luckily not, hopefully none of my subscribers, that love to stir it. I don't know whether you've ever been in other people's lives or other people's videos when they start really having a go, and I'm like, what are you going on about, And they start being absolutely snippy and nasty with each other, and they're calling each other names, and then they're talking about each other behind their back, and I'm like, oh, for goodness sake, life's too short for that. I hope, well, I'm very lucky, really. I don't think anybody does. And if they do, it doesn't really bother me, to be honest with you. What type of dog do I have? We, as in my son and his wife and daughter-in-law, we have a rescue mutt from Romania. That is like Heinz 57 varieties. And then we've got a stupid French bulldog that has only got half a brain, I think. She's scratching her face at the minute. She's sat in front of the fire. Yeah. I wanted a chihuahua. Yeah. Oh, God, I don't like drama. Do you, Munchkin? No. I used to watch more lives than I do. But I don't like the drama. Why do some people thrive on drama, stirring it up? That was her, by the way, making snorty noises. What are you doing? Can you hear her snorting? What are you doing? Dumbo. She's not called Dumbo. She's called Trixabelle. Yeah, some people thrive on drama. I mean, No, I live in the UK for my sins, in the cold UK. What are you doing, Trixie? She's snoring and snorting and carrying on here. What are you doing? I have not spilled anything. I have not dropped any crumbs. There is nothing under there for you to eat. Come out from underneath the desk. Silly sausage. Come out. Come here. Come and say hello to everybody. If I can pick her up, she's like a ton weight. Come here, you. Come here. Come here. Let me pick you up. Oh, God. Come here. Oh, she is not helping my back at all. There she is. There she is, Miss Snort and Snuffle. There, can you see yourself? Can you see yourself? Making all that racket. She looks huge, doesn't she? But she's not. She's only tiny. She's solid, though. Aren't you? Solid. Oh. You live in Indiana. Woo. Well, she's not cute. Come on. She has not got a cute face. She might be cute for a French bulldog, but she ain't cute, no. Called Emma in the Moment. She dissects dramas. I don't know why there's dramas. Why? Why do people love a drama? Her mum loves her face. I don't know whether her mum was all that. I wanted a chihuahua. I didn't want her. I made my... I'll have to watch it. I don't know what the dramas will be, though, but yeah. What time is it for me? It's 21:58, so almost 10 o'clock in the evening, yeah. She was cute when she was a puppy. When she first arrived, she was like about 10 weeks or something. She was quite cute then. Oh, yeah. I can't get people to understand about copyrights. You know, when people say, oh, can you do a tutorial on that pattern and that? And I'm like, it's not my pattern. I can't do a tutorial unless I get permission from somebody whose pattern it is. And as I don't know who they are, I can't do it, yeah. And I don't make my own patterns up. So, well, I do, but I don't make my own patterns up where I could tell people lots of different sizes. I just make things up that's my size. And also I crochet in UK, which would confuse a lot of people, yeah. And, you know, but you said to people, I can't do a tutorial on, like, say, for example, this cardigan. I can't do it because this is a hayfield pattern and it belongs to hayfield. And it might not be a current one, it might be an older pattern, but it's still in copyright. But people do not seem to understand the copyright rules at all. Maybe it's different in America, copyright rules. I don't know. But in UK, it's quite strict. It's got to be like about 50 odd years old before you can presume it's out of copyright, yeah. But, or people would say to me when I used to make a lot from the Doris Chan books, which are books. And they used to say, oh, well, can't you photocopy me a copy of that? And I'm going, no, I can't. I said, it's a book, so I can't just photocopy a one page if I was to do it anyway, but I won't because it's copyright. And the number of people are saying, oh, but I can't afford the book. And I'm saying, I had to buy it. I'm on a pension. I'm on a limited income. But I really, really wanted it. So you do without something else, don't you, to buy something that you want, yeah? You can't just keep begging patterns off everybody. You know, wanting free this and free that and free the other, yeah? You know, I mean, I don't like paying an awful lot for a pattern, but I will. You know, if it's something that I really want, I will buy a pattern. You know, obviously you look if there's any free ones on Ravelry. First I'll hold my hand up, I do. Or I go and look in the ones I've got in the shed that are from vintage from way on when, yeah. Because this pattern I'm doing right now is actually a very old pattern. I've made it many, many, many times before. I'm not doing it in bright colours, but that's what I'm making at the moment. But it's for a friend's little granddaughter, and she only puts her in pastel colours, which is why I'm on pastel palish greeny colour. It's sort of like I don't think it's got a colour name. Has it got one? Oh yeah, duck egg, yeah. It's kind of like a very pale green. So, and I'm using lilac and pink and blue. I was going to do this other one. I've done this one many, many times. This is gorgeous when it's done. That one there. I love it in the deep colours like that. But this little girl only wears pastel colours. But I needed 6 colours for that, so I'll have to go in the shed to have a search for that. And I'd have to go into the garden and... Hi, Gloria. And get me pooper scooper out before I go in the garden, because the lawn's a bit long. So, you know, it's be careful where you put your feet, because you know what it's like when you've got dogs, yeah. I mean, they did clear it before they went away, so it's been 2 days, so I think I need to go out with my pooper scooper. I don't like leaving it too long, otherwise you can't walk anywhere in the garden. So, you went to Chicago, is it Chicago? I think you mean Chicago, don't you? Correct me if I'm wrong. I've never been to America. My son's been a few times. He has friends over there. His claim to fame is he rode a motorbike down Route 66. They hired really big bikes, yeah. I've never had the urge to go to America. I think it scares me because it's so big, I wouldn't know which bit to go and visit. I mean, I've had standing invitations from many years ago, you know, to visit a lot of people who were on my lives and who know me well, but it's just, I don't think I could do the long flight these days. Such a long way to go, isn't it? So, how many rows have I done? I'm on 8 rows, I've got to do 12. Yeah, it was a Christmas present one year from my son. He doesn't like it, so I thought, well, why did he buy it me? So he said, well, I knew you'd like it. Yeah, it sort of changes to oranges. It's not showing up too well. It goes to a pale yellow, then it goes to a deeper orange. Yeah. I like sparkly things. I used to have one of those, oh, what did you call them? Fibre optic lamps. But I didn't bring it with me. I got rid of it when I came here. I never really used to plug it in. But that was like watching a firework change. In fact, I really liked it. I might get another one just to annoy my son because he didn't like it. I need to get a lamp for my annex bit of my bedroom. I really fancy a Tiffany lamp, but they're so expensive. You know, a Tiffany lamp shade. Yeah. You know, not the cheap ones, the glass ones, you know, the nice ones, yeah. But they are lots of money. So maybe I'll save up for one. Or when I win the lottery, of course. Yay! It's lottery day today. I always have this hope that, you know, one day I will win the lottery. I never do, I never will, but you've got to have something to aim for, don't you? Like my dad was always convinced he was going to win the football pools. That's going back before the lottery. People used to do the football pools and fill them in, yeah. And he was always convinced he was going to win them. He did win small amounts, but he never won a lot. I don't know whether anybody does the football pools anymore now. I think it's all this online stuff, isn't it? I think people bet online now. I've never wanted to do, I do the lottery, but I have never wanted to do this online bingo and online this, that and the other. I think you can get drawn in and you can get into debt very easily. He bought a house, he won on the pools. Oh, my dad only won about, I think he might have won. I think he won about a couple of hundred, but he was in a syndicate, if you know what that is, where so he had to share it out with the lads at work, yeah. I think we bought a Hoover and an iron or something with our bit for my mum. Yeah. No, I don't fancy gambling. I've never. Fortunately, my ex-husband wasn't a gambler either. You know these. You know, bet on the horses and the dogs, and they bet on football games, don't they? And that, and they can get into some terrible debt. I used to work with a girl, and she used to do the credit control, like at one of these bookies, and she used to say the debt that some people get into. The credit control was like when you say to them, right, you know, we're not taking any more bets. But you know for a fact they'll go somewhere else and put a bet on because they're addicted, aren't they? Thankfully, not I. I just do the lottery, that's all I do, yeah. I don't go to bingo, I don't like the game. When we go out for our Christmas meal and they do the bingo, I go into the bar, buy myself a couple of rums, you know, just because I can't stand it. Bingo is not my game. Not my thing. I used to like the penny arcades when I was a kid, you know, where you put your pennies in. But I used to always limit myself, you know, to so much. I'd maybe have about 2 shillings if you're in the old money. And when I spent that, that was it. You know, I wouldn't spend any more because you only bet what you can afford to lose, don't you? That's what I think about the lottery. Yeah. Oh, 9 million each. Wow. I wouldn't mind 1 million or even 500,000. I'm not greedy. You know, 500,000 would be fine. I could go on a nice my bucket list is to go on a cruise, yeah. Love to go on a cruise. Because when you can't walk about so much, a cruise would be ideal because you haven't got to walk far, do you? You know. So you're going to the man cave to start a fire. Woo! You got a knit in your man cave, are you? Right, I'll see you next Saturday. Enjoy your trip with the bears, Shad. Hope you don't get eaten by a bear. Yeah. That reminds me of that song. Do you remember that song years ago? Hello, mother. Hello, father. Here I am at Camp Granada. You went to Disney World. You're obviously younger. That's another place I've never fancied because I don't like fun fairs, yeah. Yeah, people on Etsy sell patterns that aren't theirs. And they sell photocopies of all sorts of patterns, and they shouldn't, you know. If I put a pattern up on eBay, I sell the original, you know, I'm getting rid of an original pattern. I send the original out to people. I don't sell them a photocopy. It tickles me when I get like Simply Crochet magazine or something, and within days somebody's put pages out of the magazine for sale on eBay. Yeah, I visited Scotland, I visited Wales, but I've never been to Ireland. I've always said I would like to go to Ireland, but I never have. Because when I was younger and I had the money and I had a husband back then to go with, it was when there was all the troubles in Ireland, and of course, you know, people didn't go because of, you know, you didn't want to get shot at, basically. And now it's all calmed down. I've never actually been. It's difficult now because I'm on my own. I wouldn't like to go anywhere on my own. It's, you know, maybe I might go on a coach trip or something next year, you know, where you're with other people that maybe are on their own, yeah. But it works out expensive because you've got to have a single room and you have to pay the single supplement and stuff like that. You know, and you're thinking, I mean, I did price going away on abroad once, and I thought, by the time I'd finished paying for the, I mean, insurance, if you've got anything wrong with you, when you're my age, insurance is shocking. So by the time I paid the insurance and I paid the single supplement, I'm like, oh, forget it, it's too expensive, yeah. Hello, EB. You wanted to go and have a birthday party at the gymnast? Oh, you obviously are young and agile, lithe and whatever. If you wonder what I'm eating, it's a mince pie with puff pastry. Mince. Oh, you're 9 years old? Oh, bless, Lily. I can understand why there's a supplement if it's not a single room. If it is a double room and you're occupying it solely, yeah, I can understand it then. But when you're paying for a single room and you sort of, they give you like a cupboard, I really object to paying the extra money for a cupboard, yeah. I mean, when I went to Prestwich, I stayed at Travelodge. They just charge you for the room. It kind of doesn't matter if there's one person in it or two people in it, they charge you for the room, which is much fairer. Excuse me, you can sit there begging all you want, but you're not having any mince pie. Yeah, Nathan, but as long as she's in good company, which we are, you have to be careful, Lily, about which channels you go on to, because some of the adults are not nice. Yeah, yeah. By and large, fingers crossed, we are quite a nice channel. We don't have any bad language, we don't have anything. But you have to be very careful going on different sites because some of them are just not. I hate to call you a child because I know you probably don't like being called a child, but a lot of channels are not child friendly. Your mum's blocked. Oh, good. I'm glad you've got a responsible mum. Gosh, there's more pastry than mince pie. Look at that. Loads of pastry. Yeah, as long as they're monitoring you. Yeah, maybe. I don't know, Nathan. We shall see. We shall see. Oh, you want a snack, do you? What are you going to make, EB? I shouldn't be having this because my blood sugar's a bit high today. Well, it's high today. So I definitely shouldn't be eating this, but never mind. I bought them before I tested my blood sugars. That's my excuse and I'm sticking to it. Trixie, you are not having any. Doggies do not eat mince pies. I don't like normal mince pies. I only like these with the puff pastry. I don't like the ones with the thick, the Mr. Kipling things with all the thick crust on. You're having a banana, very healthy. I had a banana the other day with yogurt. Your mum's pregnant. Oh, is she happy about that or not? Are you happy about it? Is your mum happy about it? That's the main thing. Yeah. I've never been to a casino. I don't want to. They'd scare me. I can't play cards to save my life, and I don't want to get hooked on the fruit machines, yeah. I think I'd be shocked if I found out I was pregnant. I was shocked every time I did find myself pregnant. That reminds me, I got pregnant a few times, and as you know, I've only got the one child. And I did ask my son one time, and I said, would you like a brother or a sister? And he said, no, I want a dog. I don't want a brother or a sister, I want a dog. Anyway, sadly, he never got a brother or a sister. Yeah, my son bought them. He hates them, and he bought them for me. So I don't understand why he bought me light up glowy flowers if he doesn't like them. He said he knew that I would. Did I get him a dog? No. We didn't have a dog because when I was married, I worked full time. My husband worked full time, and my son was at school. And I thought, we cannot have a dog until somebody is at home to look after a dog. Oh, I was addicted to chocolate and sweets, which is why I've had to stop them. Because, I'm diabetic, as you know, and shouldn't be having this, as you know. And I've got orange juice, which I shouldn't be having either. But hey, you only live once. You don't live twice, like James Bond says. So we didn't get a dog until, well, I didn't get a dog until I retired. And I was home to take him out for a walk and to look after him properly. I didn't think it was fair to have a dog when you go out to work from like 8 o'clock in the morning till 6 o'clock at night and it's cooked upon its own. And that was my argument for not having a dog. I was just thinking, I mean, I had a cat, but cats are different. Cats look after themselves. They go in and out on their own, don't they? But my son got himself a dog. Oh, yeah, I've got 41 people in the room and only 30 thumbs up. Please put the thumb up. Yeah, my son got himself a dog. Your dog's name's Drake. We've got Trixabelle and Rosie. I have no idea where. Oh, Rosie's asleep on my bed. That's where Rosie is. Trixie Bell is sitting like that looking at me, but she's not having any of this because she's not allowed human food. It's Nathan who's the one with the menagerie. I don't think he's got ducks and geese and chicks. He's got quite a few things. We've only got dogs. We're thinking about getting a cat. Oh, stop it. She's trying to climb on my knee because she thinks she's getting some. You're not getting any. It's not for doggies. You'll be poorly. They're away, and I'm not taking you to the vet because I've not got a car, so you can't eat anything. These have things like carrot, and they do have a little bit of apple now and again. But they don't really have people food. And a bit of plain yogurt sometimes. I mean, my dog used to have quite a bit of people food, but then. But only people food like chicken or something like that. But Rosie gets an upset stomach with anything that's not like her food. I don't like chicken nuggets, no, because you don't know what's in them. You know, the ones you buy back of these, you don't know what the heck's in them. It's like ground up bits of chicken. You could get anything in there. I don't like things I know. I prefer plain food, you know, like fish or chicken, or I do eat meat, but I don't eat that much meat. McDonald's, well, we've all tried McDonald's at times, but I don't really like it. Not good for you. I don't eat McDonald's as a rule. I can't remember when I last had anything from McDonald's. The thing I used to like from McDonald's was McFlurries. You know, the milkshake things, are they, with ice cream bits in? And then they stopped making them for a while. They kept saying the machine was broken down. But I don't really like McDonald's food. Oh, you're off to make your dinner. What are you making? Cheers with my orange juice. Oh, it's quite sharp, that orange juice. At least it's not too sugary. Angus burgers. Yeah, I don't mind a burger if you're making them yourself because you know what's going in them. But I don't like burgers, you know, that you buy. I'm very funny with burgers. My dad was a butcher, so he kind of put me off things like burgers, you know. Because he knew what went into them, I suppose, yeah. So he put me off burgers. And then, of course, we had the mad cow disease episode many years ago. So, you know, I won't buy burgers at all. My daughter-in-law has made them herself, you know. But at least you know what's going in them now. I think even when I went to McDonald's, I think I had chicken. I wouldn't know, like I've not been in for years. Eating out's expensive, and I prefer to, when I do go out, go to a proper restaurant or something. I mean, it means I don't go out very often, but at least you're getting proper food if you go to a restaurant. I don't. The only fast food I eat is like fish and chips, from the fish shop, fish and chips. That's my idea of, and occasionally we have Chinese. That's my idea of, quick food, yeah. But I don't like pizzas, so I never get them. I don't like kebabs and stuff. My son and daughter-in-law will eat a kebab occasionally, and it tickles me because when you see these programs on the television when people are saying, oh, they've got no money and they can't balance this and they can't balance that, and yet they manage to go to McDonald's, don't they? And I'm thinking, if you've got a few kids and you're going to McDonald's and you're saying you've got no money, it'd be much cheaper to make something at home, wouldn't it? Even if it was only egg on toast. I never, when we were young, occasionally we get some chips from the chip shop, but my mum cooked everything from scratch. That was the way it was, yeah. Right, I've done 10. So I've got to do 12 rows. I've got another 2 to do. Yeah, going out, fast food and that, which all these mums seem to be shoveling down the kids, it is quite expensive. Eight, 9, 10. Counting my stitches in case I have to put one on or take one off. 11, 12, 13, 14, 16, 17, 18, 20, 22, 23, 24, 26, 27, 28, 31, 32, 35. Not ignoring you, I'm counting. 36, 37, 41, 42, 50, 51, 52, 53, 62, 63, 64, 65, 66, 67, 68, 69, 70. Oh, I've got 72. That's what I should do. I used to make those like plaited bracelets, They're the ones where you have all strings going down and then you take one over the other after the other and the other. I was once fascinated by, I went somewhere or other, and they were kind of like hippie people, and they were making these like plaiting things with little teeny weeny minuscule beads. They were beautiful. Hi Chris, how are you doing? You've just missed Shad, he's gone off somewhere or other. Forgot where he said he was going now. Oh, you've just missed him anyway. Kaz has not been on yet. I don't know where she was. She didn't come on last week because she had a headache and went to bed early. So I don't know where Kaz is. She's not been on as yet. Nathan's on. Do you remember those bracelets everybody was making with those rubber bands? All the kids were making them, weren't they, with those little rubber bands? They were like plaited rubber bands. You bought the kit, didn't you? I remember Shan making some gorgeous bracelets as well. She was doing them. She had like a kit thing that she was like weaving them on, you know, like a frame, a weaving type frame. She was making them. There was a name for it, I can't remember. You had the jelly bands, did you? We've got Lily on here, Chris. She's 9 years old. She likes making bracelets. Are you anywhere near getting packed up, Chris? Are you getting ready for your move yet? Or are you still in the process? My son and daughter-in-law are in Spain and they wanted to know if I wanted to move there. I'm like, no. Much as I would like the weather in Spain, I don't think I want to move to Spain. Gosh, I don't know how Sheila, that does all the knitting, knits so fast. It took me all ages just to do You had to house sit for a week. Oh, gosh. What, for friends of yours? I'm house sitting at the moment this week, house sitting 2 doggies. It's only been 1 day and it's been a long week already. I've got a whole week to go. Oh, you're off to bed. Oh, you've got a heavy head cold. Well, I hope you feel better tomorrow. I won't see you on Wednesday because I'm looking after the doggos. So enjoy yourself. And I hope you don't get a cold, yeah. I keep sneezing, but I think it's something like allergy type of thing or whatever. Oh, her sister's ill. You were babysitting the cats, yeah. We keep talking about getting a cat. I don't know how Rosie would go on with a cat, though. She tends to chase everything. And the cat would probably be bigger than Trixie. So I don't know. Yeah, well, it'll be 2 weeks. Oh, you're away the week after, so I won't see you then for 2 weeks then. Yeah. Have fun anyway. Look after Alice. Don't let her cop off with the driver. Yeah, you know what she's like. She flirts with our Alice. She's 92. She flirts, yeah. Hey, I've done the rib. I'm on to a different colour now. I've done my ribbing. I'm on to 4mm needles and work 88 rows in stocking stitch and cast off. Right, I can do that. Hi, Tricia. Yeah, put them on especially for you, Chris. Really likes them too. I know you like them, Chris, so I'll put them on for you. Why not Spain? Because of all my medical issues, that's why. I don't want to go and live in Spain. Oh, my green wool's just fallen on the floor. I've got too many medical issues. I like to be close at hand to the old good old NHS. Why do you always get barf when you take the middle out of a ball? But I cannot knit on the outside of a ball. Can't do it. Right, set my little green frog to 0. And change my needles. You're full of excitement. Powder Springs. That's a nice name, isn't it? Powder Springs. Your daughter, 2 grandkids, and 2 dogs. Woohoo! So you won't be fishing while you're out there then? Shad was on earlier, but he's gone. And then he's going next week to go into a log cabin with bears, which I don't think I would want to go to log cabin with bears. Shad seems to be quite excited about the whole thing. I'd be more bothered about the bears getting in my cabin. Or me stepping outside and meeting a bear. No, thank you. My dad came, well, not face to face with the bear, he was in a car. But the car came face to face with a big brown bear in Canada. It was massive, apparently. So they just stopped and let the bear walk by. Fortunately, the bear wasn't bothered by them either, so. I do have an upstairs here, yes I do, but I don't. My son and daughter-in-law live upstairs, yeah. Her German Shepherd's as big as a bear. No, I like looking at bears, like on the television, but I don't think I would like to come face to face with one. My dad was a little bit nonplussed, but the person that they were with in the car lived in Canada, and they said, it's okay, they'll just walk by. Yeah. I would have thought they would have hibernated, but I don't know. According to Shad, he's going to stay in a cabin where there are going to be black bears there. Maybe they'll be sleeping and he won't meet any. Because not much of Shad is there, you know. So I don't want him coming face to face with a bear. It's not like he can fight them off, is it? I don't go up the stairs. I went up the stairs when I didn't even go up the stairs when we viewed the house, to be quite truthful. I said, you go look upstairs, and if it will do for you, then, you know, that's fine. I went upstairs when they had a new bathroom fitted. I went up to have a look at it. And I went up for some other reason. I think I went up to use their toilet when the plumber was doing something to a shower in my downstairs shower room. I think I've been upstairs twice in 3 years. So, I mean, I don't go. I mean, they've put the gate up on the stairs, not to stop me going up, but to stop the dogs going into their bedroom and their lounge while they're away. I mean, I don't go up there anyway. They've not put the gate up to stop me going in, if you know what I mean. It's just to stop the dogs. Right, I've got to do how many rows? 88 rows of stocking stitch. Oh, whoopee-doo. Well, that's when I went to press, which way I didn't stay with my niece, because she's got very steep stairs. That's why I stayed in the travel lodge, because it was all on one level. I don't do stairs very well. I can do them, but I don't do them, if you know what I mean. Oh, it should be blue. I've just started doing it with pink, and it should be blue. Could have only done part of the... Where do I live? I live in Fleetwood, by the sea. Very cold Fleetwood. Oh gosh, my knees are dodgy today. Every time it's cold weather, my knees play up. Something cruel. Luckily, I'd only done part of a row. I found out I should be on blue and not on pink. Well, where do I use pink for? Ah, yeah, I use pink at the front. It's got a blue back. Yeah, I started it with pink. Silly me. Good job I didn't do any more than part of a row. I'll snip off the pink. Snip off the pink. And go and get the blue. It's a good job I was concentrating, isn't it? Baby blue. No, I don't like places with stairs. I have to go up the lift these days. Sign of the times, getting old, Janet, yeah. I mean, that's the main reason why I left my house. Because I kept falling down the stairs. And I couldn't do things. I mean, with my laundry, I used to throw it down the stairs. But then I had to take it back up again. And I used to wait till my niece came and ask her to carry up my laundry basket. Because I couldn't take things up the stairs, because that's when I used to fall. Couldn't walk upstairs and carry a basket at the same time. I used to get up, have my shower and get dressed before I came downstairs. And once I was downstairs, I didn't like going back up again until... Sue, I haven't spoken to her this week. She was fine when I spoke to her last week. Sue, yeah. I sometimes speak to her on a Saturday, but I did send her a message, but I noticed she hadn't picked it up, so she's probably maybe in the garden. I don't know. She was trying to tidy up the garden ready for the winter. You can tell when she picks up the message because it has two little ticks, when she's read it. But she hadn't read it, so I presume she was in the garden. But she was fine the last time I spoke to her. She was fine. I am determined to go and see her next year. I really am determined. But she's been doing a lot of house renovation. So and then her husband's had a bad back, so he's waiting to have an operation done. So I didn't bother him this year. I thought they had enough on their plate. Do I have any children? I've got one grown-up boy who is 54. So I've just got the one. And I live with him normally, but he's away in Spain with his wife at the moment. So I would have liked more, but it wasn't to be. Was not to be or not to be? That is the question. How old am I? I'll be 78 this month. It's okay, I don't mind telling people. I'm not shy about my age. Yeah, use them as slaves. That's right, Tricia. Fetch me, carry me, roll up and down, get me things, yeah. My poor niece used to have to do that for me when I lived on my own. I mean, she was a trooper. She used to change my bed for me and do everything that I couldn't do. I do struggle. I've got such a fat mattress here, really fat. And I didn't buy the sheets, with the wider whatever. So I really struggle to get the elastic, round the corners, yeah. What am I working on? I'm making a cardigan for a friend's granddaughter. I'm knitting. I actually wore a pair of my knitted socks the other day, which is rare for me. I don't usually wear any of my socks. But it was cold and my feet were cold, so I did actually wear a pair. What are you doing, Janet? You have got yourself split a stitch. One moment, folks, while I unsplit a stitch. You had gymnastics, oh gosh. One of my granddaughters used to be in gymnastics. I don't know whether she still does it or not. My great-grandchildren, I should say, used to be into gymnastics. But I don't see them, so I lose track of what they're into. I think they're into the martial arts at the moment. Whatever that is. Chicago, Chicago, a toddling town. I get confused when people put initials, for where they live in America. And I'm like, where's that? I mean, some of them are obvious, aren't they? Oh, you forgot to get your candy. Oh. I don't know. Do you live in Chicago, Tricia? Is that the windy city, Chicago? Some cities are windier than others, aren't they? I can't think of any towns in America that I would really, really like to kind of visit. Because I don't fancy, people always say, oh, New York, but I don't fancy it. It sounds like it's busier than London, and London's bad enough. London's nice to visit. There's some beautiful places to look at, but I would not like to live there. No, New York seems too much, I mean, I've only seen it on the films, obviously. I've never seen it in real life, but it always looks manic, like too many people. It's a bit like Hong Kong, isn't it, really? Yeah. Too many people, too many, yeah. Hong Kong and Mumbai, places like that, were absolutely ramming with people. And you think, oh, God, no. Manchester's bad enough. But I didn't live actually in Manchester. I lived on the outskirts of it, so it wasn't too bad. But I don't like too many people, these days, yeah. Oh, Georgia's really down south, isn't it? I'm very lacking of education in kind of geography to do with America. When I was at the other house, I used to have a great big map on the wall of America that used to at least keep me in touch with where people were. When people said they lived at such a place, I could find them on the map, so I'd got some idea where they were. But I haven't got a map anymore now. I had a wooden wall, and it's I could pin anything I wanted. Oh, you've got a Southampton, have you? We've got a Southampton in the UK as well. I think I've been there once. It's down. But that's what I miss here. There's not many trees. It's not. Oh, hiya, cars. Say hello to Chris. Chris is on here. I was just saying you weren't on before. No, there's not a lot of greenery around here. Very sad. You working tomorrow, Kaz? Is that why you're not stopping on? You're a busy bee worker. Oh, I'd love trees. There's just not many. We've got 4 trees in the bottom of the garden, but of course they've lost all the leaves now. But by and large, when you go anywhere, there's not a lot of greenery around here. Yeah, we are having a Christmas party, yeah. You got Christmas on the brain, Kaz. It's probably because you're working in the shop. What's my favourite food? Oh, I don't know. Fish. I like fish. What are you doing, you? Do I like sushi? No. I don't eat raw fish. No. All right, bye, Trisha. Hope you get home soon. Are you working tomorrow? Oh, poor Kaz. You'll be getting busy now with Christmas coming up, won't you? When I used to work part-time in Asda, I used to get, manic. Dark over here, yeah, because it's nearly 11 o'clock at night over here. I've got the lights on and my curtains drawn. You're starting your decorations on Monday. Oh, good grief, no. You're worse than Jane. Jane's got her nutcrackers up all year round. No, my decorations are firmly away. They're not even coming out till at least December. This is coming out big. You're crocheting 5 Christmas stockings. Oh, you're just a glutton for punishment. It's coming out big. Now you suppose the little girl can grow into it, can't her? Can't she? She's only 3. Might be time she's finished it. I could be 4. She could be 4. I'm not that quick of a knitter anymore. I'm not like Sheila. She knits really quickly. You do every room? Oh my God. I only do one room, this room. My daughter-in-law usually does the conservatory, and I think she decorates her upstairs as well. No, I only ever did one room. Although, when I lived in Prestwich, I used to do 2 rooms purely because when I did my lives, I used to have a Christmas tree behind me, only a small one. Because I didn't do my lives from the lounge where the Christmas tree was. Yeah. I used to make my ex-husband do the tree. Every year it was cursing about the fairy lights not working. They never work, no matter how much carefully you put them away and you roll them up nicely and that. They never work, do they, when you get them out again? My tree's got them already on. You don't have to put them on, they're already on, my tree. Thank goodness I don't have to start faffing about with them. And the cat and the dog used to eat the bottom layer of Christmas decorations. Oh. So I wonder I didn't lose my dog one year. No, it was the cat. Ate the bottom row of chocolates off the tree, and they're not supposed to have them. Makes them violently ill, but he survived. You decorate 5 trees? No, I only do the one. Just one tree. That's enough for me. Kept wondering what the noise was. It's the fan whizzing round on top of the fire. The fire's still going, even though it's just a little glow. It's getting colder now. I need to go and knock the heating down as well before we go to bed. Otherwise, we'll be too hot. What am I knitting? I'm knitting a little baby cardigan. I'm only doing mine in pastel colours though, because the little girl only likes pastel shades. Just a little baby cardigan for a 3-year-old. It's my friend's granddaughter. She doesn't know I'm doing it. Hello, Denise. She's giving me a chest of drawers for my annex room. So I thought, well, I'll make her. She asked me for 2 headbands for her granddaughter, so I'm making her a little cardigan as well. It's just, I know she won't have any payment, for the chest of drawers. So, oh, bye, Lily. So I'm just doing a little cardigan for her granddaughter. So it'll be a bit big, but never mind. I'm not all over the pastel colours, but yeah, we'll see you next week, Lily. I'm not all over the pastel colours, but it's what the little girl likes, or the little girl's mum, I should say, because she's only 3. So it must be the little girl's mum who puts her in pale colours. I'm definitely a slower knitter. I used to be able to knit like the clappers at one time, but not anymore. I'm a slower knitter now. Ah, takes me ages to make anything in knitting these days. I think when you're a crocheter, you're used to things growing so fast. When you start knitting, it's like really slow. But yeah, I do like knitting, especially for children. I like the look of it on kiddies, for little cardigans and stuff. She wants me to make a sweater that I made. It's a baby size. So I'm going to have to try and make it bigger. It starts off with a square in the middle, so I can just go around and make some extra bits around it. But I need to go in the shed because I don't have all the colours to do that. I don't have the base colour. I think it'll have to be either white or cream. I don't have any in the house without going to the shed. I need to go across the shed and take the bag, the laundry bag full of stuff that I had at the craft show. I need to take that into the shed. You finished up knitting 6? Oh no. I knit too slow these days, and it hurts my shoulders after I've done it for a while. It's taking me all my time to do this one. It's only it's a 22, but it says it comes out at 26. So I think she's probably about a 22 chest, but I'm making it with room to grow in. Because it's not like you want to make it just to fit her, do you? You always make things with growing room, don't you? You have to these days. Otherwise, they've grown out of them in 2 seconds flat. As long as I have it finished for Christmas. Yeah, this little girl, she's called Olivia, I think. Olivia. She's about 3.5, I think. Somewhere in that region. Oh, bye, Yolanda. It will be a showstopper if you're making 6 of them, Kaz, to stop me dead in my tracks. Well, there is that, but it's up to the parents, isn't it? Up to her parents to monitor her. At least we know she's safe on here. I would worry about her being on other channels because not everybody's nice. She probably isn't 9, but hey ho, she was okay. She wasn't a troll, really. As long as they're not trolls, Nathan, they don't start being stupid, I don't mind. It's when we get the silly beggars on. I think he's possibly thinking that she shouldn't be on if she's 9, she wouldn't be on if she was 9. That she's just like pretending to be 9, I don't know. I don't know. But as I say, As long as they're not trolls and they don't start being stupid, I don't really bother what they say they are, if you know what I'm saying. She may be nine, she may be not. Who's to say? It's when they start spouting, they start spouting all kinds of obscenities and stuff, yeah. Yeah, some adults are younger than oh dear. What about family? I don't know what the family think of my YouTube videos. I think they're used to it. I don't think they watch them. I don't think they do find them very interesting. I don't think they do watch them. They haven't shown any signs of watching them anyway. I think they just find it vaguely amusing that the mother sits here for 3 hours on a Saturday night talking to somebody, or talking to herself, yeah. I actually had something to talk about. I made a video today because I got a book. One lady didn't like it because she said it wasn't authentic 60s. But then again, well, then it could be anybody, let's face it, Nathan. But she wasn't rude. So we'll just leave it at that, yeah. I mean, it wasn't authentic 60s. It's called retro crochet. But I think it's designed for like the young people who want to have the look of um, retro crochet, yeah. So, I think, and it's very well written in the fact it's got lots of explanations, of how to sew things together, how to crochet things together and stuff. Oh, she could be an older male, who knows? As long as they're not rude, I don't mind bellwether. It's when we get the trolls that start being obscene, that's when I don't like it, yeah. We'll just give her the benefit of the doubt for today. See what happens next. Yeah, I think that this book I've done a review on, I think it's designed for, the younger people who want to look retro rather than traditional retro. Oh gosh. Well, if it was a male, he wasn't chatting anybody up with it. They weren't exactly trying to talk to people that way, yeah. So I don't think it was a pedo. You can usually spot them because they start talking a bit weird, don't they? Yeah. I just get the American generals, or the commanders in the Navy that want to be my friend. Yeah. Like I believe all of that. Can I be your friend? Like, no. Yeah, if she was genuine, her parents should really keep her off ordinary YouTube, I think, yeah. Or you get surgeons, dear. No, I get generals and ship captains and they're always really handsome, silver foxes and they're gorgeous and that, and you think, yeah, right. If they were that gorgeous, there's no way they would want to be my friend, yeah. Somebody must fall for it, otherwise they wouldn't do it, would they? Yeah, they're American generals and they can't speak English. The grammar's terrible. And it's always, might I tell you how beautiful you're looking today? I can't send you a private message. Can you add me as a friend? No. It's like they're reading off the script, isn't it? Yeah. When they start saying you're looking very beautiful, you're looking very pretty, it's like, oh, go away. I am not in the market. I have no money, so you are wasting your time. I am not going to pay for your education. Oh, they do. They copy and paste it all. Can you add me to your... I can't send you a message because I'm not on your friends list or something. Can you add me onto your friends list? Like, yeah, no. Why would I do that? Even some of the women are suspect, you know. I added one because she had a friend on her friends that was a friend, and I think she must have just conned this other woman. And then she started saying to me things like, oh, you are eligible for a grant and this and that. And I said, no, I'm not. You're eligible for so many dollars. I said, I'm in the UK. She goes, oh, I think we do the same scheme in the UK. I said, oh, lucky for you. You mean you're not interested? You're going to let it go by? Yes, I am not interested. By you gone. Block them. Oh, Mum, I have lost my phone. I said to one of them, nice try. I said, I've only got one son, he's sitting next to me here. Nice try, dear. Bye-bye. Yeah, gone. Yeah, bye, Felicia. Yeah, can you call me on this number, Mum? I've got a new phone. No. No, I cannot call you on any phone. I am stranded on holiday. No, you're not, because you sat next to me. As I say, somebody must fall for it, otherwise they wouldn't keep doing it, would they? I mean, there must be an awful lot of lonely women if they fall for all this claptrap, yeah? Yeah. They keep telling you you're eligible for a grant for your small business. No, I'm not. You mean you don't want any money? No, I don't. Thank you. Good night. Goodbye. My son had one the other day. They phoned him up. We are in your postcode area. So my son said, oh, what is my postcode then? And they didn't answer. They just carried on. We're doing the heating scheme and all that. And, you know, we're in your area. So are you the homeowner? So my son said, which home are we talking about and what is my postcode? And again, they just don't answer. So he just said, bye, you're gone, and put the phone down on them. If they don't know what your postcode area is, yeah. Yeah, well, I said that I used to work with a fraud officer. I wasn't in fraud, but I used to work with a fraud officer. And I used to say, yeah, I work in fraud. And they soon go, yeah. Right, you're going to sleep. Well, you probably will be buried in tinsel, knowing you, Kaz. You'll be up to your eyeballs in trees and baubles. Anyway, sleep well. Nice to speak to you. Bye, Kaz. Yeah, I just tell them all I work for fraud and yeah. Yeah, they want you to be on their friends list so it helps to con somebody else because if somebody thinks, oh, Janet's on their friends list, it's all right for me. Yeah. Oh, yeah, I mean, some women are so stupid, they send them loads of money, don't they? You know, oh, They're going to get a ticket and they're flying over. No, they're not. Don't be so stupid. Yeah. Don't send anybody any money. I like the ones that you get. Your relative has died in Africa and he has no relatives and he's left you all his money. Well, if he has no relatives, why is he leaving me his money? Yeah. No. And it's always like, greetings in the name of the Lord, isn't it? Might I prevail of you? We're like, oh, go away. Yeah, they say things like, it's a relative of you. And I go, well, that's not our name, actually, because my husband was adopted. So that's not his name. He's not part of that family. Huh. Oh, yeah, the ones that they got millions and they're going to send it to your bank account, aren't they? Because they can't access it. So they want your bank account details so they can send it to you. Yeah, right. Okay. I had one where I had one, a cruise. You know, I must have mentioned I wanted to go on a cruise. And you've gone, you know, we've got tickets for you for a cruise here, but we need your details and that. I said, well, obviously, if you know who I am, just send me the tickets. No, 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 we need to know this and that and the other. I said, no, you don't. If I've won a tickets for a cruise, I said, you obviously know who I am. You've got my phone number. You know where I live, right? Just send me the tickets. And obviously, they never arrived. Yeah. Oh, yeah. Yeah, I've had loads of long lost relatives in Nigeria. And I keep saying to them, but my name, my surname is not our family surname because my ex-husband was adopted. So he doesn't come from that name. He has no relatives in that name. His relatives are all under, his blood relatives are all under another name. So how can he have a family in Nigeria with his name? They don't know what to say when you say things like that. It's not actually his name. And I'm not telling you his real one, the one he was born with. I'm not telling you that one. Sadly, none of my relatives have any money. I watched that program called Hair Hunters, you know, HEIR, you know, like heir to the throne, Hair Hunters. And they're always tracking people who've died without a will and got houses and everything. That would never happen to me because none of my family have ever had any money. So I would definitely not got any long lost relatives with any money. I know all my relatives, and they all worked in the cotton mill. And none of them got any money. There's definitely no millionaires in my bloodline. Unless, of course, it's going to be me when I win the lottery, yeah. Will I let you know? No. You'll never know. You might wonder why I've moved house or I've gone and bought a villa abroad. You know, you might wonder that, but I won't tell you I've won. I don't want the Nigerian begging letters, yeah. Mm. Oh, I do hope that dog goes to sleep tonight without licking her paw for about an hour. She's snoring away. Snoring away. It's Sunday, for goodness sake, tomorrow. I can lie in on a Sunday. I don't like being woke up at 6:30, 7:15 by a dog licking me face. Blech. cannot sleep when I've got the dog. So I get really ratty and nazzy and because I'm tired. And these dogs are going to be absolutely stir crazy by the end of the week because they're not going for a walk. We couldn't get a dog walker to come. It's too short notice. If I start nodding off, you'll know why, because I'm really tired. I've only got another half hour to do. And then I'm definitely going to bed. Take the girls out for their last wheeze. And then tomorrow I've got the delightful job of doing the poo picking around the garden, which I absolutely hate. That's the only problem with dogs, isn't it? And the grass is quite long as well. And the little one walks round everywhere, so she doesn't like do it in one spot. She like does 2 laps of the garden. So you're like that, looking through the grass, trying to pick it out. It's not my idea of fun. I've got a long handle poo picker anyway, so I'll be using that. I bought it for Buster, but unfortunately he passed away before I used it, so I brought it here with me. Da, 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 da. Everybody's gone quiet, so you all nodded off. Well, I've done it 11 rows out of 88, so yeah. It looks great, doesn't it? It's green and blue. But it's a very pale duck egg green. I'm just not into pastel colours. I mean, I bought all these pastel colours when I was making that throw, you know, for which I seem to have inherited on the chair. That's going to be my annex bit. So I've got a pink granny square throw, which is not my colours at all. You've got to get some cookies. I'm not having anything. I had that cake, I know I did. But I am trying not to have any chocolates, cakes, anything. I'm having orange juice, which I shouldn't have, but it's not very sugary, this actually. It's quite sour, so I'm all right. It kind of is natural orange juice with a bit of a to it, yeah. So at least it's more fresh orange without sugar. So I'm all right with that. So I'm trying to avoid any kind of... My blood sugars are too high today, Chris. So I'm trying not to eat anything. Yeah, I usually have chocolate. It used to be my treat on a Saturday night. It used to be a bar of chocolate. But since, you know, my blood sugars are up the wall, I have to try not to... even crisps. I mean, you're talking carbs, aren't you? Carbohydrates. I made myself some stew tonight, which was like a bit of stewing beef. But it was like carrots, potatoes, onions, and mushrooms. I'm trying not to eat processed food, yeah. Oh, it's all right, yeah. I've got used to it, Bellwether. Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. Don't worry, be happy. No, it's just something. I don't want to go on insulin. I just do not want to go on insulin. And they're telling me I'm going to have to, and I'm like, no, I'm not. So I'm trying to do my best to lower my blood sugars by not eating. But it isn't so much the sugars in sweets and things. It's all to do with your refined, like, carbs and stuff that you're eating if you eat processed food and everything. So this week while they're away, I'm trying to eat things that aren't processed. I.e. I've made myself a stew, which will do 2 or 3 days. And I've got some fish in the freezer and some chicken. So, and I bought some vegetables. I bought some courgettes and some cabbage. And I've got carrots in. So I'm trying to eat healthy this week, if I can, apart from the mince pie I've just eaten, yeah. They got me some soft fruits, like I've got grapes and strawberries and raspberries, which I'm eating with plain yoghurt. There is probably more sugar in the orange juice, there is, Chris, but, it's like, I asked them to get me some fizzy water and they didn't. And I went to the shop today and I could have got some while I was in the shop, but I never thought about it. And I'm definitely not going out again just to buy some fizzy water. I made them a shopping list and it was on my shopping list. So this week I'm cooking my own meals. It's bad. I can't stand, to chop up the veg. It kills me back. And there's no seat or anything in the kitchen. I mean, peeling carrots and potatoes and chopping up onions, it was killing me back. I like soups. I've got a soup maker. I like making chunky soups, with loads of veggies and stuff. But they don't do that here. They don't. I'm going to start saying to them, just get me some vegetables. And, I'll make some chunky soups for the winter. Because that's what I used to do when I lived on my own. I used to make stews and, things that lasted more than one day. If you make a big pan of soup and stuff. Hello, lilac roses and the moon. That's a very long candle you've got there. Yeah, I'm doing fine, doing fine. Keep going. Keep going, you fool. That's me. I always say I'm well because nobody wants to know your moans, do they? Nobody wants to hear a whining Willie Channel. So I am as well as to be expected, better than others, and worse than some. Oh dear. I try not to let anything get me down. Does at times. I mean, there are times I'm not a saint, but I do try. Although I've got to get up in a minute and my knees will go, ah. I've got weather vane knees. The veggie slicer and dicer from Santa. I need something. I need something from Santa. I've told my niece not to buy me anything for Christmas, and I've told her not to buy me nothing for my birthday. I've stopped buying things for other people, so it's embarrassing if they buy me presents, I'd rather just, whatever I need, I just buy myself. Otherwise, you get a load of stuff you don't want, don't you? I just buy for the immediate family here. I don't buy for my great-grandchildren anymore, or my grandchildren. Don't buy them anything anymore. Yeah, that's what happens with me, Denise. I can't stand. I used to have a perching stool when I lived on my own. But we haven't got any kind of a chair or anything in the kitchen. You know, I can just pop my bottom on while I chop something. And I'm not dragging a dining chair all the way through, you know. And I'm not going to cut him up on the dining table. I know I could take the chopping board and the whatever into the dining room and sit at the dining table, but it just feels wrong somehow to start, you know, preparing a meal on the dining table. But at least I'm eating what I want to eat this week, which is lots of fish and some vegetables and stuff. My son does not like fish because he doesn't like finding a bone. He's like his dad. I could buy boneless fish, and I never found a bone in it, and my ex-husband would always find a bone. And then he wouldn't eat the rest of it. It put him off when he found the bone. And yet, strangely, my son actually asked me, did I like mackerel? And they're full of bones, aren't they? And it's the same with like snapper and trout, isn't it? They're full of bones. I eat sardines as well. I mean, proper sardines as well. You know, if you just grill them lightly. I don't like them mucked about with. I just like me fish plain. Hello, Lydia. I love white fish. I don't mean breadcrumbs. I don't mean batter. I mean white fish. I mean, somebody was saying, like in Scotland, they leave the skin on the fish, and I don't mind that. Because if you cook it and it goes crispy, it's nice. I don't mind the fish, you know, the skin on a fish. I love watching Rick Stein, the cook, because he cooks with a lot of fish. I'm not keen on like mussels and oysters and stuff like that. I just like ordinary fish. You know, like I like plaice, but it's so expensive these days. And lemon sole, that's dear. I mean, at one time you could get coley for next to nothing, but now even coley's gone dear. I used to buy coley for my cat. But all the cheap cuts of fish and meat have all gone expensive now. No such thing as cheap. I used to buy ribs as well at one time, and they were cheap. They used to give you the ribs near enough because nobody wanted to buy them. Brisket and skirt, yeah. They used to be really cheap cuts of meat. But now even stewing steak's expensive now. And I don't like soya. Ugh. I know they keep trying to convince us that soya is good for us, but to me it's processed and I don't like anything. Do you know, I seem to have been knitting all night and I haven't. Yeah, it is. We don't have a dishwasher. I've got my dishes in the sink. I only want to wash up once a day, me. Well, it's only me. Yeah, chicken wings. Nobody wanted chicken wings, did they? They used to practically give you the chicken wings. I mean, I'm not a lover of liver, but it used to be really cheap liver. You know, lamb's liver and that, but it's not anymore. And rabbit used to be cheap as well, and it's not now. Everything that you used to buy cheaper has gone up in price. You know, if you were, what am I? I'm making a baby cardigan. Well, a 3-year-old cardigan, yeah. Yeah, it's just every single thing is expensive. Oh, I mean, I used to eat liver. I only cook it one way, though. I can't eat it if you fry it or anything. Yeah, you used to get what we used to call skirt. It's very, very um, sort of cheaper end of meat, you know, stewing steak and stuff. And it used to be a bit fatty and that, but if you cooked it really slow, it used to make a lovely casserole, yeah. Oh, it isn't to buy a crab here, because and we're next to the sea here, but our fish is dreadfully expensive. You know, you could buy like a best cut of steak cheaper than buying a little bit of fish these days. And I love a fish. Tripe, oh yeah. Tripe is lovely in a casserole, you know, because it melts away to nothing and it makes beautiful gravy. I think it all started going up when we went decimal in the UK. I don't know about other countries, but we went decimal and everything went up, yeah. Yeah, I mean, a cabbage, you could get a cabbage for pennies at one time, and even a cabbage now has gone dear. You know, carrots, used to get carrots for pennies, didn't you? So at least if you were poor, you could at least, you know, get cabbage and carrots and potatoes really cheaply. But now, you know, when I was first married and I didn't have a whole lot of money, you know, you would go for the cheaper veggies, wouldn't you? The cheaper everything's. But everything's just gone up, up, up. Well, in the UK, like we get a bit of frost and stuff, and oh, you know, there's no potatoes, oh, there's no this, oh, the cabbage have all got blight and whatever. I mean, certain veggies have always been expensive, haven't they? But you know, your ordinary ones, your ordinary veggies used to be quite. I mean, potatoes used to get a great big sack of potatoes, didn't you? I mean, it was like what used to save mums with big families used to get a big sack of potatoes, didn't they? And even eggs are so dear. They used to get eggs, and you know they'd make egg and chips and stuff. Yeah, but the price of eggs alone. I mean, eggs you could get a dozen like eggs for pennies and stuff. I mean, even baked beans used to be the cheapest meal ever. You could get a tin of baked beans for a few pennies. You can't now. You know, when I was on a really tight budget, I'd be on baked potatoes with baked beans or get a bit of tuna, you know, and spread it through and or you get egg and chips, wouldn't you, if you were stuck for money at the end of the month, you know. Egg and chips or sausage and mash, things like that. Used to be a staple when you were running out of money. But now, yeah, we don't have a Trader Joe's here. I don't know. We have Aldi and Lidl, but even they've gone up a lot. They used to be really, really cheap then. You know, you get baked beans for about 8p a tin. I mean, now they're pounds. But the thing is, like, if you're on a fixed income like I am, your money doesn't go up. I mean, I don't think wages go up. I'm not in tune with what wages are these days because I haven't worked for such a long time. But you know, our benefits, our pensions don't go up in the same ratio like that the food goes up. Yeah. No, we've not got a Trader Joe's. Is it probably a bit like our Aldi and Lidl or something? Oh, yeah. We've got we have to go quite a way to find a Tesco. Yeah, the 5p baked beans at Lidl and Aldi, yeah. If you were really, really poor, you could have beans on toast, couldn't you? Because the bread used to be about a few pence a loaf, didn't it, for a bread at Lidl and Aldi? I mean, it was horrible bread, but I mean, if you were poor, beans on toast, you were fine, you know. For about 15 pence, you could have a dinner, couldn't you? Yeah, we don't have a Tesco around here. Um, we've got an Asda if you go a bit further out. But mostly it's, and the Morrisons is quite a way away. Mostly around here it's just Aldi and Lidl, I think. Yeah, I mean, at one time you could get a loaf for what? About 15 pence or something. I mean, I admitted it was crap bread, but I mean, at least if you were poor, you could eat, you know. Yeah, I don't buy. I know it sounds daft. I don't buy soap. I only buy soap. Makes my skin go very, very dry. Even the Dove and all that. I could only use body wash. Last year I had so many body wash. I think people must have thought I smelled. I had that much body shampoo, body wash and stuff. I think I'm still using it. I don't think I bought any this year. Well, at least I've made a start, haven't I, on my bit of knitting. At one time I would have had the back done by the time I was finished talking to you, yeah? Yeah, if you remember Kelly, Kelly used to make her own bread. I've never been any, but she had a bread maker. I've never been any good at that sort of thing. She made all her own bread and muffins and everything. I don't know whether she does now, because of course she's working now. But she always made her own stuff. I'll say that for Kelly, she was very good at spreading her money around, yeah. She used to cook everything from scratch, Kelly. So she did know how to spread her money around when she, you know, before she started working, when she was only on benefits with her lads, yeah. She knew how to economise, that girl did. I love bread, that's my trouble. And I'm not supposed to eat much of it, yeah. I seen her. Not supposed to eat much bread. You know, it's like, you know, even the bread's got sugar in it and stuff, hasn't it? You know, but what do you have? If you want a piece of toast or something like that. My trouble is I like the bakery bread. You know, um I like the French bread and stuff like that, yeah. Yeah, I'm warm enough at the moment. Yeah, I've had the fire lit, so it's been quite warm. It's not been too cold today. I actually had the back door open for a little while with the dogs, you know, to let them go in and out at will. But I'm going off in a little while. I know you've only just arrived, Sina, but I'm so tired. The dogs kept me awake. So I need to go to bed and get me sleep. The dogs tired me out. They got me up about 7:15 this morning, and I wasn't amused. Yeah, I'm always tired when I've got the dogs for a week, so I'm always tired because they get me up too soon. And I'm not an early to bed person, yeah. We've never had a bread making machine because well, we try not to eat that much bread, really. And I know I would eat far more than I was supposed to if I had a bread making machine. Because if it turned out lovely, I'd be bread, and more bread, you know. I bought a French stick today, and only a half one, not a full one. And I'm thinking, yeah, with a bit of nice butter, yeah. Oh, good night, Lilac Roses. I'll see you next week, yeah. I'll be going off in a few minutes. I usually go off like Cinderella. I go off at the witching hour, yeah. Because you can always tell when I'm tired, my eyes go a bit glassy-eyed, yeah. I look like I've been drinking. And I haven't, I can assure you. I have not been drinking. Unless you get drunk off orange juice, which I might do because it's got sugar in it, yeah. I'm a demon with food, Nathan, I must admit. My son says I'm a label snob. I do like my branded goods. I will buy Shop's Own, but I really am not a fan of Lidl and Aldi. I really am not. I was a Tesco girl, you see. She writes romance novels. Oh, Lydia, yeah. 4 slices of brown bread with soup. Oh gosh, no. I'll limit myself to 2 slices of bread because I don't like brown bread. I only like the white, yeah. Ooh, are they body strippers, as they say, Lydia? Moroccan chicken, that sounds nice. I don't usually like spicy things, but I do like certain spices. I know it sounds weird. I'll eat like jerk chicken and I'll eat, well, I don't usually eat goat, but I've had curry goat, Caribbean. But I don't like the spice in a curry. I'll eat Thai curry, yeah, which is different, yeah. Oh, store-bought bread. By God, you're scraping the mould off it after about 2 days, yeah. I used to cook, but I won't cook for everybody. I won't cook for the family because I cook plain. You know, I don't like all these herbs and spices and stuff. I mean, my stew I've made today has just got salt and pepper in it. Nothing else, just salt and pepper. And I enjoyed it. I'm going to have to put it in the fridge though. It's still in the saucepan, and I don't think the saucepan will fit in the fridge. I need to put it in a bowl and put the saucepan to soak. Yeah, I like my comfort food, I really do, especially in the winter. I like things like corned beef hash and, tater hash and stuff like that. Stews and soups. I like nice thick vegetable soups where you make in the soup maker. Yeah, I used to love making chicken soup. With the bones. I used to buy a chicken, not a big chicken, cook the chicken, have a couple of meals off it, and then I used to put it in the whole carcass in, a great big pan to make like the stock. And there used to be chicken obviously left on the bone, so I used to take all the chicken off the bone, and then I'd cook my vegetables in the stock. I used to love that. It used to last me 2 or 3 days, yeah. But just the bones of a chicken, they make nice stock. Yeah, they call them a body ripper if they're a bit on the fruity side, yeah. I used to like those kind of books when I went on my holidays. Don't ask me why. I could never get into anything that was too um, intense. When you're on the beach, I used to always get one that was a bit not quite Mills and Boon, but you know what I mean. Happy ending ones, yeah. Light reading, do they call it? I used to sit on the beach and read them. My ex-husband used to always buy a really intense book at the airport on the way out, and he never read the flipping thing. And it wasn't my style. He'd buy things like James Herbert, and all them lot. Where you going, Tiddly? You getting fed up now? I think she's wanting a bed now. Yeah, well, it's nearly midnight, isn't it? I'll just finish my row and then I'll put her out to grass, if you know what I mean. Yeah, I do like mysteries now, yeah. I don't like them too gory. I just like light mysteries. Not sort of too intensely gory when they're all whatever. I don't want that much detail. But I do like a nice mystery. Yeah, when I'm on my holidays, I don't go very often. But when I'm on my holidays, I like something with a happy ending. I don't want something with a horrible ending. Where the heroine dies or something. I don't want that. Well, I've done a bit of minuting. Done all that much. Not much, is it really? I'm not that quick anymore. You like a good memoir, yeah? Well, I'm just on my way out now, Melly, so you can finish your movie off. I'm just finishing the end of this row and then I'm going to say good night to everybody because the dog's getting agitated and I don't want to. I've already mopped up one puddle today. I don't want to mop up any more puddles. Yeah, I need to get the dogs outside and then they have the dental sticks before they go to sleep. Right, I finished that row. That's it now. I've done 21 rows of me. I've done 12 rows of rib. and 21 rows. I know it's not very big, but at least I've done something. Done some knitting. Put my pattern over there. Oh dear. Oh, my needle fell on the floor now. Oh, my wool's all in a tangle because I took a load of pink out and then I found I should be using blue. Oh well, never mind. We'll get there in the end. I'll show you by the time I finished it next year. Oh, for goodness sake. Janet, what are you doing? It's all wrapped round my slipper now. Oh, my pattern and my wool on the floor. And my needle on the floor as well. Right, people. I'm going to go now. So thank you all for your company. And I think you've done me proud with my thumbs up today. So I hope to speak to you very, very soon. I don't know whether I've got much to tell you, but I'll try my best to make another video. Right, bye now. Bye, Chris. Bye, everybody. Nathan, Melly, whoever's Bellwether, Lydia, Munchkin, whoever's left on here. Bye-bye, everybody. Bye now. Bye.